First time I was arrested, I was maybe 6 or 7 years old. The first time they interrogated me. But once you have that taste that you hit somebody and they're on the ground and they're begging for their life, and you know you could take their life right now.
Today, it's a full Azoulay special. Clavicular recreating the Ali video with him. His sparring footage that the internet won't let go of. A man pulling out a switchblade in a business meeting and calling it an adult fidget toy. And a guy calling out women for how they dress and then promoting worse things in the same breath. The toughest guys on the internet are all here today. Let's get into it.
At a very young age, I've developed a skill to
scope out the area.
And if you would just think about hitting me,
you'd get hit in the head
with a brick. So I've hit multiple people over the head with
bricks.
Once I had the taste for blood.
I wanted more.
Let's say you're 6'7". And you're
6'7".
And you hit him over
the head with a brick.
And he falls on the ground and goes, please, please, please don't hurt me, please. Now he's a bitch.
And then you look him in the eyes.
And you say, next time you're dead. First time I was arrested, I was maybe 6 or 7 years old. The first time they interrogated me. But once you have that taste that you hit somebody and they're
on the ground and they're begging for their life, and you know you could take their life right now.
And you feel the fear in their eyes. And you go, next time
you're dead.
And you could see him almost pissing his pants or sometimes peeing his pants.
This aged like fine milk, because this is the same guy who calls out every fighter imaginable on the internet, as we're going to see today. But the moment it actually gets real and someone takes him seriously, he backs out every single time. Meanwhile, real fighters just laugh at his face. That tells you everything you need to know about the gap between the story and the reality.
Wait, can we remake? Let's remake the video.
Let's do it. You ready? Ali, you're a nice guy, but I'm not someone that's just gonna let you speak to him this way.
What the fuck are you gonna do about it?
What do you mean? Ali, 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 Ali,
This fucking guy.
That's the man right here. My boy.
I didn't have to say 30 hours to my man.
From what I've been seeing lately, Azoulay has been popping up in more and more live streams, which makes you wonder if that's the new strategy to stay relevant. Can't fight and backs out of everything, so now just show up where the audience already is. Stay relevant by proximity. Whether that's working or not, I'll let you decide.
I'm gonna do my first fight.
You got hands, you're saying?
I got good hands, good knees, good legs.
Okay, let's do a photo.
Give us a photo all together. I want more like this one.
No, it's a bodybuilder thing, brother. Okay, bodybuilder does this.
So, what's the poster ready for the fight?
Look at that. We got the coach. He's the coach.
No, I'm not coach. I'm
No. The hands. I want to see your hands. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Why you doing?
Oh,
shit.
Kung Fu, not to
hurt. He said Kung Fu.
Yeah.
You go in China? Yeah, he might actually punch us. What the fuck?
I was once one of the
strongest Israelis to ever exist.
when it comes down to fighting.
He fought for thousands of
Years.
And fighting is a hungry man's sport. They're not hungry anymore.
We fight with our mind.
We don't fight
The physical fight. With our mind, we can blow up the whole world.
We could take out China, we could take out Russia, we could take out the US, we could take out everybody.
We just choose not to.
peacemakers.
Just come here. Shut your stupid ass up. Good. Yep. Very good. Very good.
After all the talk, the gangster past, the trained killer, the Israeli fighter, the guy who would fight anyone for the right money, this is his sparring. Now, yes, he's letting the other guy in, but even accounting for that, the movements just don't look right. There's no fluidity, no base, nothing that suggests someone who has been fighting their whole life. I'm not trained. I don't have much expertise in this at all, but even I can see that this doesn't match the story he's been telling about himself for years. The gap between the narrative and the footage is hard to ignore.
You guys remember Queen Azoulay, right? He's that dude who claimed that he beat off 30 men with his bare hands, and then recently said that he wants to fight me in an MMA match.
Come with me to an MMA match. JD Delay.
Turns out that he's got some big emotions because I exposed him for what he did to a 15-year-old girl. And he just went to an MMA match out in Las Vegas where they recognized him, knew what his charges were, and it didn't turn out so good for him.
Bro, my boy right here, King David MMA, was on him, screaming it at him.
You fucked a 15-year-old, right?
And old Queen Azoulay has claimed to be the most dangerous man to ever come out of Israel. So I'm sure he didn't just take that sitting down, right?
Get that fucking guy out of here. Fucking later, bro. Later.
Damn, Benny, like that? Whatever happened to...
What do you mean realize? Everybody gets beat up. Everybody gets knocked the fuck out. Everybody's going to sleep. Once everybody's asleep, then I ask what happened.
The reality is that you ran into some dudes that called you out. You ran to security and got escorted to safety. And I understand that's got to be hard on your tender little ego, buddy. That's why you're lying about it in the comments and everybody is calling you out now. The word on the street in the MMA community in Las Vegas is that you are banished and you are not allowed at any MMA events in that city anymore. And who knows if next time, if the security is going to be so sympathetic knowing what you did to that little girl. Now, I warned you, dog. I told you that it was time to pack it up and get off the internet, but you didn't want to listen. And now the consequences are landing on you in real life. You're real tough when you're sitting behind a camera, but when it comes to face, it's really obvious you ain't about this shit. I'd recommend you just stick to your day job and put the fries in the bag, homie. Just make sure that Burger King you're working at isn't within 100 feet of a school.
I like this one.
I tell you, let's go take a walk. Somebody's coming back, not fucking walking.
Sorry, KB, but since the chinless blocked me, this is the only way I can get through to him. Now, Ben, I know you're gonna see this, so pay attention. I figured you the fuck out. I know exactly why. You blocked me, but you don't block people like KB here. You don't block JD Delaney, nor do you block all the other influencers that call you out for the exact same shit that I do. And you want to know why that is, Ben? Because I'm willing to actually step up and fight you in a fucking ring over this shit. Let's run down the history quickly, buddy. You agreed to fight me in a boxing match. You even went as far as to say you would fly me out there. You asked for my name, you asked for my email address, I had that all sent to you. Then you went ahead and decided that you are going to make a sexually suggestive comment about my 7-year-old fucking daughter. Then, like the little bitch cowards you are, less than a week later, you hit the block button when the heat got too fucking real for you. Now, yet again, you told one of my followers you were willing to fight me in September and that you were going to unblock me. That was a week ago. Here we are. I'm still blocked and not a fucking heat from you. Surprise, surprise. You claim you're some badass fighter. You claim you never back down from a fight, so prove it. We do not forgive. We do not forget. Do something.
Now, I hadn't heard about this specifically before, so I can't say for certain whether it's true, but can I imagine it? At this point, yes, easily. And if it is true, it just adds another layer to what we already know about this guy. The backing out when things get real. The disgusting comments. The performance that falls apart the moment there are actual consequences. At this point, I would genuinely love to see a psychological evaluation of this man. How do you operate like this consistently? The lies, the performance, the comments about certain groups of people, the pattern of behavior that just keeps repeating itself. Something is deeply off. And it's been on display for a long time now.
You were hard showing off.
I was a fucking gangster before I got charged with a case. I was a gangster. People were so afraid of me.
This is like a Timu
robbing, all kinds of stuff. You can't even imagine. They used to call me the kid. I was the most dangerous mother.
Dude, he talked like this in person too.
No ex-gangster that I've ever met in my life ever talks like this. I met a lot of them.
I
And let's say
remember.
he's telling the truth. Well, you're proud of that? You were a piece of shit. And the fact that this culture glorifies criminals, they want to take pictures with people that were killed, like, you're a loser, dude. You have no faith in God, bro.
scary. Oh, shiver my timbers. Shut up, man.
Picture this. You're in a meeting, professional setting. You're going over something important, and there's this guy across the table just staring at you. Then he reaches into his pocket and pulls out a switchblade, flips it open, and just sits there with it. What exactly does he think happens next? Does he expect everyone to suddenly go quiet and look at him differently? Does the knife make the presentation better? He calls it an adult fidget toy. I don't know what meeting rooms this guy has been going to, but that's not how any of this works.
What's your favorite position?
Next question.
No, that was the only question.
Well, then that's the end of the conversation.
What are you thinking of, though? You must have a dirty mind. She got so triggered.
I apologize.
What's the? You don't know what kind of positioning I'm talking about, though. You got so triggered.
I'm not triggered, babe. I'm not triggered.
Okay. All right. Well, have a beautiful night. All right.
Oh shit.
Hey bro, are you insecure about your height?
First of all, I'm taller than you, so I don't think I am.
Why?
Because I'm taller than you. I just told you.
Well, don't compare me. I know I'm short.
About my height?
Yeah.
I wish I would have been a little bit taller, to be honest.
¿Por qué?
What? I don't have the answer yet, but you know, just for the fuck of it.
If you were like to choose in height, how tall do you want to be?
At least 6 foot.
6 foot?
Like that tall?
How tall are you?
5'5".
I bet you money you won't post that video.
What video?
You know what?
What?
Because you're 5'5". I'm taller than you. When you look for somebody, first question, you're a little bit shorter. Hey, this guy got to find somebody shorter than him to make an interview with. I'll promise you. Bro, have fun. Don't ask people about girls. You know, I think you're insecure. That first thing first, I think you're really insecure about your height.
Okay. What makes you think I'm insecure?
Have a night. Have a good night.
No, answer it.
What's the question?
What makes you think I'm insecure about my height?
Because the first thing you came to ask me on a fucking Friday night, 2 a.m. in the morning when I'm having fun. How tall are you? You wish to be somebody? Bro, get the fuck out of here, man. Come on.
That's a question, bro.
No, bro, fuck that shit. Dog, have fun.
I was having fun.
God damn.
Mike Handy and Mike Jr.
What
Do you think there's any other fucking Mike or any father and son Jr. that could take us to? I guarantee we'd beat some motherfuckers. Like we said, do you think there's any senior and junior that could take us? Because I guarantee you right now, and that wasn't even sped up. That was real time. Beast you, baby. Now what?
I got you with one of these.
Oh, no, he didn't. Bah! Look at that shit.
You serious?
It is way too cold to be dressing like that. You guys need to
You
guys need to respect yourselves as young women.
No. What?
I said you need to respect yourselves as young women.
Stop talking to us.
Okay, well, dress more modestly.
You can shut the fuck up.
Watch your mouth. Your dad never told you to respect a man?
Shut the fuck up. Say it one more time.
I said watch your mouth.
No.
I said watch your mouth.
No.
Hey, bro. Why are you naked out here? She is. It's disgusting. She's disgusting. What? And you have a skirt with your butt out. That's disgusting. Because you're dressed like that.
Weird. Get the
I Why are you dressed like that? Why are you dressed like that? Hold on. Why is she dressed like that? Why is she dressed like that?
He walks up to women and then lectures them about how they're dressed and how they should respect themselves. I had to cut the promoting parts out, by the way. YouTube doesn't like that, which is good. But looking at both of these clips and what's actually happening here is pretty transparent. Walking around finding girls to rage bait for views, packaging it as moral guidance, and then using that audience to push something that actively damages people. Gambling addiction is real. It destroys lives, finances, and relationships. And using a manufactured moral moment to funnel people toward that is significantly worse than anything he was lecturing those women about. And even if the intention was somehow genuine, approaching strangers and telling them they need to dress better is not how you lead anyone anywhere. That's just someone who wanted to feel superior for a minute on camera. Get your money. I have nothing against that. But there are thousands of ways to make money that are positive or at least neutral. This way just hurts others for the sake of your own gain. And if we can take one thing away from today's video as a whole, it's that performance without anything backing it up exposes itself eventually. Every time. Azoulay calling out fighters and disappearing when it gets real. Men pulling out switchblades in meetings to look tough. Guys lecturing strangers while promoting addiction. Just because there's money to be made doesn't mean it's worth doing at someone else's expense. Just because you want people to respect you doesn't mean posting videos of how hard you are will get you there. Sometimes things are better left unsaid or undone. Set your priorities straight. Think about your morals and whether they're actually good ones. Take care of yourselves out there.